My name is Nicole Krevsky, and I am doing my presentation for my VRI paper. I interviewed my friend Kavya through FaceTime because she moved to Arizona a couple of years ago. My friend Kavya, she practices Hinduism. So, pretty much what I thought about Hinduism before the interview is kind of what I learned in class. I never really knew much about the religion. I knew a couple of my friends practiced it, but we never really talked much about it. Very briefly, oh, I practice Hinduism. And I'll be like, oh, I was a Catholic because I was raised as a Catholic. So I didn't know much. I kind of knew that some Hinduisms were vegetarian. I knew kind of not much really. But then talking to Kavya, I learned a lot more, and it's different from just learning in school because you kind of see they're part of their everyday life and things like that. So what I did learn is how big their festivals are and how big they are actually in the United States. One of the two most popular ones Kavya was telling me was Diwali, and that is like the Festival of Lights, and it's like beautiful, and it's a really big celebration where all people who practice Hinduism come together. And I think the other one's pronounced as Holi, and that is like the beginning of spring, and it's like a representation of love. And she was saying at both festivals there's so many people there, and it's super unified and fully diverse, and people, like women, would wear beautiful gowns and cloths, and it was just like out of these world beautiful festivals, which I didn't really know that they did that here. I thought it was maybe just in India or wherever Muslim Hinduism was huge, but actually in America, the United States of America, it's huge. Also, what I learned is her reasoning for being vegetarian. I knew that she was vegetarian, but she said that her belief and what Hinduism, not all Hindus are vegetarian, but for her, animals are sacred and that we are supposed to protect them, not eat them. So that's why she said that her cousin is Hindu, but she doesn't believe in being a vegetarian. She eats meat. So when Kavya went to one of her birthdays, she tried it on accident, not realizing it was meat, and wasn't a fan of it. Also, I learned about why they get nose piercings, for example. I remember she had one when she was 13, and she was explaining that it's a sign of beauty there in the Hinduism religion, and it's a common wedding piece of jewelry. So here you would think maybe a necklace or a bracelet. For them, it's a nose piercing and the jewelry that they use for it, which I didn't really know. I just thought maybe it was something that was common. My thinking changed because I always viewed Hinduism maybe more of an old school religion, but it's a lot more modernized than I even knew. Honestly, you can implement it in your daily life, and it's not anything's different or anything like that. It's a very modernized religion and very diverse and very unified as a religion, and I was very interested to learn more. And actually I felt like I understood Kavya and her way of life a little bit better from actually doing this, so it was very beneficial and very fascinating to learn about.